Good afternoon and welcome back to the Opportunistic Trader at exactly 2 p.m. I'm joined by my friend and special guest, Mark Fisher, and we're going to talk about markets, I think, a little bit and his insights. So you're up, Mark. Good afternoon. Good. Everything is good. Just wrapping up the month and wrapping up the week. Everything is okay. Wanted to ask you just before we start, I just wanted to, crude oil is getting marked up, it looks like, and probably will close on the high, 4-year high. And I didn't know if you had any opinion there or natural gas in general. Yeah.
If the price gets crazy, if the weather gets crazy. So I think the easiest trade to make in nat gas now is to buy straddles, which is to buy calls and puts. Let's say the 305s, 300s in November. They're trading for like 20 cents, which means you need the market to get above 320 or below 280 by the by option expiration in November.
So you're
And I
looking
probably think
about a
that
7% move either way.
right. But yeah, it's about you need like a 7% move to break even.
Yeah.
Right. And you can get 7% in 4 minutes.
I remember
You know,
those
but
days.
but the point being is the trick is that you're going to buy these, and obviously is not to delta hedge them or do anything, and just trade and hope there's a breakout or breakdown, more likely a breakout, and don't do anything. Just close your eyes and leave them alone. So this is not this is not a trade where you want to go ahead and hedge it and everything else. Maybe if the market breaks down early in the month, you'd want to, if the market breaks down below 285, maybe you want to buy some futures against the puts and let it go. But to the upside, you just, let it go and see what happens. But, 20 cents, around there for, 20 and a half cents for an at the money strike coming into the winter with a lot of question marks, to me is probably a decent play.
No, it sounds good. What is the price of front month natural? Because I don't really
November is
trade.
trading like $3 right now.
Wow. So it sold off like what, a week and a half ago down to like
Yeah, it sold off and came back and then
2.70.
rallied and had a big rally the last couple of days and it sold off. It's all whatever. You
Oh,
need you
that's
need
good.
a
Good trade.
again, you need a 20% move out of here, which is I don't think is that unheard of.
No, not for
So
that. I
market
mean,
right,
it doesn't seem like for nat gas, it doesn't seem
right.
like a big move, but it seems like it's been
No,
in
but
the.
the thing to do is that gas gets to 3.25, and everyone that buys these straddles for 20 cents says, okay, I'm gonna sell my out 3.25 and create free puts. No, this is a trade just to let it go.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the pricing on that, and maybe we'll
Right,
put that on early next
right.
week.
By the way, and again, just to follow up our conversation last week, how many times have you looked at the Tilray board since we spoke?
I've
Okay, I
looked
know.
at it. I actually traded it once
See that? See
unsuccessfully,
that? See that?
but no, I didn't do any Tilray options though. So you didn't win your bet.
For,
But
for, for all,
what's funny? The Tilray options actually kind of remind me of Nat Gas back in the day. Every option is like $2. It doesn't matter which one it is.
right,
The 141s, 142s, 143s. So,
right,
but I haven't traded it, and
right.
we're actually gonna go home short crude as we're
Right.
shorted a little lower than where it is now, and like you said, I think a lot of this might be a mark for the end of the quarter or month, and
Right.
if as long as there's
Let's see what
not,
it is.
I don't know what
All right.
headline there'll be, but you know. That's that.
Yep.
And I wanted to just ask you one question because I know a couple of weeks ago, you sort of had an opinion I guess maybe it was the beginning of the month already on the S&P.
Right.
Are you basically looking at that again, or is that
No,
something?
basically, time's passed. We lost some money on the trade. The market really has gone nowhere since then. I mean, it's up
Yeah,
negligibly.
yeah,
You
20
know,
basis points.
but
Yeah.
again, like you said, I think you are 100% right. The day when it gets exciting is when we're down 3%, 4% in an afternoon after not bouncing back. That's when the fireworks start.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Every day when I wake up, the market's down a bit, and actually this week it's been up every day other than today. But generally, it's down like 10 handles, and somehow they save it. But what's
But
interesting?
here's a question, Larry. You ready? And maybe you can do a poll of your opportunistic traders. Who is they? Who is they? They
They
say,
might be
who
you,
is they?
Fish. And I'm always looking. When I always say they, I always think of the Wizard of Oz when they go into the castle. And the guy, it's like the man behind the curtain. I don't know who
See,
they are. I mean,
see, I,
I've been
see, I
looking for
think,
they for 35 years. I can't find them.
I think because they is because everything is cash settlement and a lot of this stuff. I think they, to some degree, is the U.S. government, whether it be some stabilization fund, whether it be through the Treasury, through the Fed. I'm convinced that when the market gets rocky, they'll, just like every other country comes out, like China does to support their markets, Hong Kong, Vietnam, everyone, Japan, they come in, they just buy their own market. If you think about it, it's the best stimulus program you can have,
Yeah, and
right?
it's not hard to do because once you give the wink wink to some of these larger entities, the Goldmans of the world, they're on your team, so you don't really have to buy too much. But
But not only that, remember, you're not buying stock, you're buying an index that sells into cash. So what are you really owning at the end of the day?
nothing, you're jamming to cash. That's
There you
and
go.
all of these options, even crude oil options that expire today, they go to cash. Basically, they used to go all into futures, and
Oh, I
now,
don't know.
yeah. So it's you
All
know
right.
it, it's it's cash settlement. But I'm actually looking at the volatility index out in October. The actual VIX is about $12.30-40, but the October futures are $14.25. So, to me, that's high relative to what we've seen. So I'm expecting something this month, but I always expect something, and it never happens. So, but the vol is a little elevated, and that's really all I see, on the S&P front.
Right.
And
All right. Well, listen, have a good weekend. It's
you
two
too.
o'clock. It's Friday. I mean, it's Domino's Pizza Day. I got to go.
Enjoy, Fish. Thanks for joining me.
Bye.
Take care. Have a good weekend.